Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Ulysses. Welcome to the God Factory, and welcome to the Map Factory. Alright, so I made another map today. I just made, well, this is my second map of the day. And, in my opinion, it's a little bit sloppy, and it's a little bit rushed. And if you want me to, I'll improve this if there's any biased Brooklyn players out there. This is the map of Brooklyn. So it kind of looks like Brooklyn. The hexagon situation here just makes it a little difficult to get actual shapes, but and also the resolution. It's just like it doesn't really have a square setup that I can use at a 1-to-1. It only has like a 2-to-1. But anyway, what's going on here is there's a bunch of barbarians everywhere. I threw around tons of forests, because undoubtedly there was lots of forests before colonization. There's a bunch of tribal villages and stuff, like there were before colonization. So you're about to colonize this place, and you're gonna get rid of all that. I added tons of rivers. A lot of the rivers, they're pretty much scattered. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush with that. They're pretty much scattered. Some of them are in the same in similar or close to similar locations that they were when they were actually there when the settlers first arrived from Europe. But for the most part, they're scattered around. The same goes with the forests. Forests are pretty much scattered. Resources are totally scattered. There's probably some resources on here there's probably some resources that are not accessible on this map. Certain resources that only appear in like tundra and rainforests and deserts and shit like that. Sorry, I cussed. But anyway, stuff like that. You're probably not gonna. Those aren't gonna be on this map. But it's more for, I guess I'm making Brooklyn, so I want you to kind of have Brooklyn stuff that was going on there. So you might not find an abundance of uranium here. You might. Who knows? I didn't really check that. But this is a huge map, as you can see, and look at the strategic view. You know, the start locations are actually totally random. I didn't set any start locations because this is all green. It's like no reason to avoid start locations in the deserts or chase the deserts or chase the greens or whatever, because all this is so fertile that shouldn't have a problem no matter where you're getting placed at, besides, if you're next to an aggressive neighbor. But other than that, the map is compatible with Gathering Storm and below. Well, I don't know if it's compatible with vanilla, or the base game, but it is actually circumnavigable. I don't normally do that with my small maps like this, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to turn off circumnavigation, and I was just too lazy to start the game. Restart the map. And the funny part about it is I hadn't even made any of the map yet. It was just ocean, and I was like, oh shit, circumnavigation is on, dang it. Oh well. I just kept going. Let me know if you want me to make a non-circumnavigable version of this. I can totally do that. Probably not do the whole thing over, but I will throw some mountains around it so you can't get around there. But anyway, yeah, so these big canal looking things that's going through the land is like some of the canals that we've made, that I just put there. Those would be really massive to scale, but I put those in there just for kind of the map look and the accessibility for boats, because boats are supposed to go into those docks and stuff and some of those canals, so you need the boats to access those areas. It's for strategic reasons. A little bit of choke points in some areas. There's some lakes. Choke points, I mean, there's no choke points on land, really. Wait. It doesn't look like... Well, there's kind of a choke point here. You can kind of choke point off there. There's kind of a choke point here, but it's not really a valuable choke point in that spot. I guess there's a choke point here that you could develop. There's a choke point here, not super valuable. But yeah, there's not really many actual one tile choke points. Oh, there's one here. This is probably the most valuable one on the map, actually. Right here, a three tile choke point. You can keep all these guys over here until they can embark. Anyway, yeah. So Brooklyn. Yeah, this is kind of a sloppy Brooklyn. I'm not from the East Coast, so it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, it's Brooklyn. There's not much really to say about this map. Forests everywhere, and all the resources that come with forests everywhere. Oh, looky there. They got two sources of uranium, like right down the street from each other. Yeah. So what's this? This is. Was that a stone or something? Anyway, who cares? Yeah. So that's it. There's oil everywhere. I didn't place anything. I just scattered it. Look like there's cows. There's nothing but grasslands and plains and hills of the sort. And there's no mountains, because to my knowledge, there ain't no mountains in Brooklyn or anywhere in New York for that matter. Maybe there is. There's floodplains and there are marshes in a lot of places, because there was, I think. And these rivers, I got lazy over here and just started fucking scattering them. I was like, you know what, this needs to be done. Sorry I cussed. I'm really not sorry, because I cuss a lot anyway. But if you don't like it, just ignore me. But anyway, yeah, dudes and girls, ladies. That's it. This is freaking Brooklyn, man. And by the way, look out, I'm walking here. Anyway, Ulysses is out of here. The Guy Factory thanks you. The Map Factory wishes you a fun time playing this map. About as fun as I had making it. Probably a little bit more, because this one was kind of boring for me to make. But please hit that like and that subscribe button. I'll provide the link to the video. The link to the map where you can download it for free on the Steam Workshop in the description for you. And go ahead and leave me some recommendations in the comments, please. Give me some ideas on how I can either improve this map, or either on a new map I can make, or whatever. And if you want to make your own map, I provided instructions in the description of this video on how to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and Ulysses is out of here.